So as soon as you enter the mini-boss chamber of the Goron Mines, then the door will slam shut behind you and you'll be locked in. So you may want to smash the barrels and jars nearby at the entrance in case you are in need of recovery hearts. After that, you want to run for it, and Dangor will then see you, and he will say no humans are allowed, and that he is going to protect the sacred treasure because the elders told him to. So he will then jump onto the center of the platform, which will break the chains that are holding up the platform, and which will then fall down into the lava. This will initiate the mini-boss battle with Dangoro. So, bum, bum, bum. You are trapped down here alone, and luckily the platform is magnetized, so you can lock onto it using your iron boots so that you do not fall into the lava and slide off. So, Dangoro will then start coming towards you. He has some simple attacks. If you just smack him with your sword and stuff, he will counterattack. However, every once in a while he charges up these big attacks, and that is when he's vulnerable. So while he's doing that, he's charging it up, a left hook, or holding both hands above his head to go slam down on top of you. It takes a little while for him to charge it up, and that is your opportunity to smack him with a strong attack, such as a jump attack, a spin attack, or 4 sword slashes. The 4th sword slash in your successive sword slashes, whatever, is considered a strong attack, just like the spin attack or the jump attack, and that will make him vulnerable. So what it does is it initiates this little rolling attack, and this will start rolling towards you, just like regular Gorons. They charges up for a little bit, and it'll start rolling towards you. While he's rolling towards you, you can press A. The A button will flash on the bottom of the screen to say grab. You want to do that, and Link will grab onto him and toss him behind him, just like he does all the other Gorons. So if you are not facing the correct direction, then you may want to just use your shield to defend against it, and while you're using your shield, he can't hurt you with his rolling attacks, so he'll just go right past you. So wait until you're facing the correct direction, grab onto him, Link will toss him behind him and into the lava. Once you've tossed him into the lava 3 times, then Dangor will be defeated. Now I make this battle look kind of easy, but it's actually pretty difficult, especially if it's your first time playing this mini-boss. Once you've defeated him, then the platform will raise, and that will be the end of the battle. He will then tell you that you are a worthy opponent and everything, and you are obviously very strong for defeating him. Because you are so strong, and because you managed to beat him, then he will say that you're certainly capable of helping Darbus, because he himself wasn't capable of doing that. So, I guess that's, we're going away with his blessing. So he will then tell you to go on into the next room to gather the dungeon item. Now the treasure that the Gorons were guarding is said to be a weapon that was held by the heroes of old. So they're referring to some of the Links from the previous Zelda titles who also owned this weapon. So the weapon turns out to be the hero's bow. And the bow is a returning item from previous Zelda titles, obviously. And it's basically an upgrade of the slingshot. Now it does more damage, it's more accurate, and it works on a wider variety of enemies. But also the ammo for it, arrows, are easily found by lots of enemies, such as this torch slug I'm about to kill. They drop arrows, like so. Ta-da! So now we can pick up arrows, and eventually we'll get some upgrades for our quiver as well, so that we can hold more arrows at once. Immediately we are forced to use the bow in order to get out of this room. You'll see that there is a bridge straight ahead, but we can't get up there to slash the rope. We're going to have to use arrows instead to knock it down. This will cause the bridge to form, and we'll be able to access the further part of this room. Now in here you'll want to kill the torch slug up here. Once again, it might drop arrows here so that we can replenish our little stock here. And once you head forward, you want to go over to this far BMOS, so we'll activate all of them in the entire room. We are now able to defeat them as well by using the hero's bow. We can shoot them in their little crystal eye, orb eye thing. You just shoot them with an arrow and it will defeat them in one hit. They're actually pretty easy to hit, so even if you're kind of facing away, like this one right here is kind of faced off to the side, you can still hit it pretty easily. Now this is one of those times when the Wii targeting system, using the Wiimote to aim at the screen, it really comes in handy. You can aim pretty directly, and it's very accurate, and you can get some really pinpoint, really quick attacks that way. Once they're all defeated, you want to go ahead and pull the statue back that is on the east side. If you're playing the Wii version, it would be to the west if you're playing the GameCube version. And behind it you will find a chest that contains the compass. The compass will show you where all the remaining chests are, so if you have missed some along the way, I've been gathering all the ones we were capable of at the time. If you have missed any of those, you'll be able to see where they are at now. Next, you want to head over to the west side. You'll see there's a chest in that room that we have yet to get. Go ahead and head on to this room to find the final Goron Elder. This is the one we have yet to see yet, and his name is Gorliggs. And this guy, he looks kind of tribally, like a little shaman or something, but he's got like face paint and stuff all over him, and just looks very different compared to the rest. He looks like he's meditating or something, and he tells you that he saw you coming. So he will say that he will give you then the final key shard. So With that, we have combined them all into the big key, which will allow us access to the boss door. So with that, then he will then tell you that you should go help Darbus, who is their patriarch, and now he doesn't know how powerful he is now that he's transformed into a beast or whatever. He's now a monster. So he encourages you to go ahead and go on to the boss room. So we will do that here in a little bit. So you want to head to the back of the room. You can open that large chest that we saw on the map, and it will turn out to be a purple rupee, which is worth 50. Notice that there's some Dodongo skins on the back wall there. That's pretty sweet. It's a nice little touch. There's a bunch of little cool things in all these Elder rooms, but anyways, I just think that's cool. So with that, you want to go ahead and open the door, and here you want to head to the south end of the room, pull back the BMO statue, and enter the door. Now just a quick thing I'm going to comment about, just that the bow just kind of irks me, that it's just, I don't know, you just get a bow for this dungeon. It doesn't really bother me in the other Zelda games. For some reason, it bugs me in this game. I think it's just because, you know, it could have been something magical or something like that, but all the items in this game are just so technologically based or something like that. There's nothing special about it. If you really wanted to get a bow, like, you could have just bought one at a shop or something like that. You'd think that Link would be able to find them other places, but it has to be a dungeon item. There's nothing special about this bow compared to other bows that you could have bought. I don't know. So now in this next room, there are a bunch of enemies that are hanging from the ceiling. So straight ahead there are some fire keys, and you can kill them with your hero's bow as well. But I'm just going to run forward and use my sword because it's not going to waste my energy there. Now up ahead you'll see that there's this iron grating or whatever, and every once in a while it kind of shakes a little bit. It looks a little bit dilapidated, and that is a clue that you can roll into it. So I actually did not suspect that the first time I played this, and I was stuck here for a little while because I did not realize, I mean, you couldn't smack into any other iron grating, so why would I be able to smack into that one? So anyways, just annoyance. With that, you want to go ahead and run forward. You want to kill the torch slugs that are in your way. Up ahead there are some Dodongos. You can actually kill these guys in one hit by shooting them in the mouth when they're trying to blow fire. But anyways, you can defeat them across the way. So here I'm just doing it a little bit farther back. You can smack them with their tail, or you can shoot them in their mouth. So once you've defeated them both, then you want to jump across. And before you jump onto this next platform, wait! You want to shoot the torch slugs that are on the ceiling, because if you jump across ahead of time, they will fall on top of you and you will fall into the lava. So that would be unfortunate. Jump forward, and then you can pick up all the arrows they drop. Woo! So luckily these guys, they will consistently drop arrows, so you will be able to get all your ammo back. Once again, I just love the Wii targeting system. It's just awesome. You can just shoot all these guys very specifically and very quickly as well. Up ahead, you can smack the barrels and such to get recovery hearts in case you got hurt at all. And then there's actually a Dodongo on the ceiling, and you can shoot it from down here, or you can shoot it once you are up on the ceiling. So I'm just going to show you that you can smack it right here. With that, you want to go ahead and step on top of the switch. You want to use your iron boots. This will cause you to get sucked up from the ceiling, and then you can walk along it. From here, I'm going to shoot the Dodongo one more time, and it will then cause it to fall down to the ground. And then up ahead, there is an alcove off to the side. We actually saw this during the little cinema that showcased this room. But there is a crystal switch over here. You want to shoot it with your hero's bow, and this will activate the gate that is blocking the doorway down below. So you'll see that here in a moment it opens up the gate, and we'll have access to the door below. You want to deactivate your iron boots and then fall down, and we'll be able to get into the door. So that is all the time I have for this video. Join me for the next one, and I will take us to the boss room.